Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm really excited to talk about these Govee lights that you see right here. These are the 3D cubes that they just came out with, and I want to talk about it because this is the first time I've actually owned anything Govee. Really the simple reason was because I didn't really have a place to show it off. I always wanted Govee lights, I wanted to see what they were about, and get into that idea of like putting some RGB lights around my computer and stuff, but I never really had an area to actually do it in. So I kind of gave up on the idea because I had nowhere to put it in this room. It didn't make sense around my computer. I had no room up until now where I'm reorganizing things, and you guys can look forward to a complete PC overhaul. I'm building a new PC and stuff still, reorganizing how everything looks, so stay tuned for that. But these Govee lights now have a place to go, and I've been playing with them, and I wanted to show you guys everything that they can do. All the lighting, all the scenery things that they could do, the fact that it works with my PC and Razer integration nowadays, so it could actually sync with my keyboard and mouse while I'm playing games. There's a lot of cool stuff that I want to show you with these lights, so let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, here we are with the Govee lights. So I've been wanting, like I said in the beginning, I've been wanting one of these for a while, so I'm super happy to finally have this on the wall, and I did get the 3D version like we talked about, and here they are on my wall. So first thing I wanted to talk about before I show you guys the actual app on here on screen of all the things it could do is one of the issues that I had with this, and this is probably not Govee's fault. As you guys can see, the wall that I have it is like that brick kind of wall that is not exactly even, and it's not a wall that's easy to stick things on, obviously. So when I first set this up, the app was really great on me setting this up and everything, but unfortunately I set this up, you know, towards the afternoon, and then when I came back the next morning, these were all on the floor here. They were just all on the ground, which is really, really unfortunate, and I had to redo the whole entire thing. Luckily, it wasn't that hard the second time, but what I had to do is these little sticky tabs that they have on the back, because that's how they come. It's a little sticky tab that kind of sticks on the wall. I still use them, but I put crazy glue on the side of it, so this has been holding up for the past couple days. None of them have actually fallen, so I think I should be safe now. But just so you guys know that if you have a wall like this, the sticky tabs that they come with are definitely not going to do its job on its own, and I had to use crazy glue. But that's probably not their fault because, like I said, this is probably not the wall that they intend you to put it on because it's hard to get anything to stick on here. I always have to come up with some creative solution. But after the crazy glue on those sticky pads, things seem to be working well, which is great. But what I did want to show you here is the actual app and everything it could do. So you can see here on the app, I'm going to go ahead and turn these lights on, and you can see how bright these things are. And I know it's going to be hard to capture this on camera because, you know, the focus and everything on here, but I really, really love these lights. I mean, look at these 3D lights. I don't know if it comes across on the actual camera, but these really do look 3D in person, and you have all of these different effects that you can kind of use on here. You can set these on a timer so you can repeat or wake up or go to sleep in certain situations if you want to do that. So you can set them on a timer, which is great. You could do autoplay. You have the brightness setting, and I do have it at 100% brightness so you guys can see exactly what they actually look like. You can set this to a specific color, so if I just want to change it to red, I can go ahead and just change that to red. But you have to do that by selecting a specific segment, so I can just select this and make that color orange, and then I can kind of select this segment and now make it red. Now I can select this segment up here, make that all green. You can do whatever you want to kind of save this, so it's really, really cool how this stuff works, and you can go ahead and play around with that. But one of the other things I really like is the actual scenes. So these scenes really do showcase the 3D nature of these things. You can change the speed, as you can see here, but you have all of these 3D animations, and these are exclusive to these specific ones because they do make the same circle ones that a lot of people are used to, but these 3D ones give you all these 3D specific ones. That you got the hallucinating one, which is crazy. You got the matrix here, which is really cool. You got the collapse one right there. You got the pixel one. These all look, like I said, fantastic in person. Hopefully it's coming across in the video, but these look really, really good. You got the crawl one here. Really, really nice. You got the phantom one. So you got all of these different 3D ones. And then you go to nature, and they have different ones like forest here. And these things are extremely bright, guys. If you guys aren't getting that across the video, these things extremely, extremely bright. When my wife first saw them, she was like, "Damn, these things are bright." And yes, they're at 100% right now, but these are awesome. And then you got an ocean one, which is a little bit more soothing. You got the sunset glow. You got a rainbow here if you want to do rainbow. You got a fire one, which is extremely bright. You got these red things right on top of you. You got all of these different categories that you can do. You can do a romantic setting. You have all of these different options to basically play with. You got funny ones here in the corner, which is cool. You got the stacking one here that they kind of stack up as they go along. So really, really cool stuff on how this actually works here with the lights. Like I said, I'm really, really impressed with everything you can do. And then if you want to get crazy creative, you can actually DIY your own and create your own animation. I haven't really touched that because I like all the animations that they have, but just know that you can create your own and mess with that stuff. And I can't do it in the actual video here because I'll get copyrighted for the music, but this thing has a music function, as you can see here, and it will just listen to the music. If things are completely silent, then obviously it will be silent. If not, then you'll actually hear it will bump to the music. The same way it's doing right now with my voice, where it's listening to voices, it will do the same thing. So you can see when I stop, it kind of goes quiet. When I go louder, it goes, and it's listening to the sound of my voice, and then it stops. So you can get the idea of how that works. It is really, really cool, in my opinion, on how that music stuff works. One of the other things that I wanted to showcase as well is their PC app. So this is the Govee desktop app. If you actually download this, you can do one of two things. You can sync this with something that's in beta that's called Dream View, and essentially that just means that it syncs the color of those lights over there based on what is actually on your screen. That's not new. A lot of other companies are starting to do that too with their lights that basically sync, to whatever is behind your screen and stuff like that. Or if you move this in a certain area, the colors will change based on what you're doing. So that's one option. Or what I like to do is they have Razer Chroma Connect. So if I enable this, basically what's happened is, since I have other Razer products as well, and they're syncing to what's going on. If you guys can see, my keyboard is white right now. So is my mouse and keyboard. So those are all white. So because that's white, because it's syncing to what's on screen, that is also white over there. But for example, if I were to open something else up here, just to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about, obviously I have no audio going because I would get copyright strike because this is a Pitbull video that's playing. But you can see that what's going on right now is that Razer's kind of looking at the screen and picking the predominant color, and it's changing the keys and lights to whatever that prominent color is. And whatever is on screen is also being changed over there. So whatever is the prominent color that the keyboard is changing to and the mouse is the same color that this is actually changing to as well. So while you're watching music video or games, that's kind of what's happening here. So it is really cool to be able to see that light show kind of happening, and that's kind of how it functions. And it has all of these cool lights synced with my whole entire setup. And look at these speakers, which I'll be doing a separate video on. They're doing the exact same thing. They're matching with what's on screen. So the whole entire effect is awesome in my opinion. But let's go ahead now and do my final thoughts on the actual Govee 3D lights here, so you guys can get my final thoughts. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video on the Govee lights. I'm really, really liking these lights way more than I ever thought I would. Again, this is just something that I've known about and haven't really gotten into because I had nowhere to put them. But now that I have a place to put them, I wish I had more room to put them everywhere because they're fantastic. They control really well. The 3D effect on these specific lights that they have here that they just came out with is fantastic. They really pop and really do look 3D. And I went with these even though they were more expensive because you guys know on this channel I love 3D. I do a bunch of 3D content on PS3 3D, NVIDIA 3D Vision, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, hey, if I'm going to have this next to my computer, they should be the 3D ones because I love 3D. It made the most sense. It's right next to my VR stuff. I mean, come on. So I put those up there, and I'm really glad I went with these. They really have a pop-out look of 3D. It really sets the wow factor when someone comes into this room. They're going to be like, holy crap, look at those lights. The RGB integration with these lights and the Razer stuff works extremely well so far that I've been using it for the past week. And every time that I play a game that Razer integrates with, it works really, really well, where the lights are kind of flickering back and forth based on the game. And then the games that Razer doesn't work with, there's still the Chroma integration where it just takes whatever's on screen, and whatever color is the primary thing on the screen is kind of what it does, like I showed you guys in the video. So really, really happy with it. I love these lights. I wish I had more room for more, but these lights are fantastic. And if you want the 3D look, even though these are a little bit more expensive than their regular circle ones, I definitely recommend these if you want the 3D look, because they definitely do pop out. They definitely look awesome. And if you guys are interested in these Govee 3D lights that you guys are looking at here on the wall, make sure you check out my Amazon store link so you guys can buy it for yourself. That's exactly where I got it, and then you're helping me out as well. If you guys have any questions about what you guys saw in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.